What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dime Dropper, episode 69. Give it up for episode 69 of our 24-minute recaps. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe on YouTube at Dime Dropper Podcast, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review if you'd like. Follow us on Spotify. And, of course, to follow us on social media at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Dime Dropper Pod. So, tonight we got one game, a very big game in terms of regular season, potential playoff matchup stuff, the rematch from the cursed second round last year between the Clips and the Nuggets. Clips playing the new look Nuggets with Aaron Gordon after he was traded for Gary Harris. This was his third game with the Nuggets. They hadn't lost with him yet, and they continued to win with him as they move on to 3-0 with him, defeating us at the Staples Center tonight, 101-94. Let's break this one down. Paul George came back tonight. Senior played. So I was very happy to hear that news. Hopefully, though, he can get a consistent run-in healthy with Kawhi again, because we were actually starting to build rhythm, and then the second he stopped, we take 2 L's. Although, again, this makes – I'm not that angry we lost this game to a very good Nuggets team. More so angry that we didn't win that game against Orlando, because now we lost 2 games in a row, and we haven't really been doing that much this season. And honestly, the last 2 seasons, we haven't lost 2 in a row. So – just not good at all. But I think the first quarter, the Nuggets just showed how good of a defensive team they are. I mean, how many times did I talk about it? The Nuggets' hard hedge and recover strategy, the pre-rotate. So you come off a screen and Jokic meets you right off of it. He throws 2 at the ball handler, and Aaron Gordon, MPJ, Millsap last year, they do a really good job of rotating and packing the paint. The Nuggets do a really good job of packing the paint. And tonight we had Zubac, who's not anywhere outside of a 12-foot guy. So that makes the paint even more packed. And so that is, playing into the Nuggets' hands to an extent, but we didn't have any other options. Ibaka wasn't here. So I think Clipper fans, that, again, you need to think about the X's and O's more, and system and personnel. Ibaka is so crucial against Denver, because how you beat the hedge and recover is having a pick and pop guy, because it's less distance. Ibaka doesn't have to roll to the basket and meet a rotating guy. He just pops out. So then if you throw 2 at the ball handler, then he's going to be ready for the open 3. And he did that in Denver on Christmas and killed him with it. So Zubac and having a rim rolling big works to the Nuggets' advantage, because Aaron Gordon and them did a really good job rotating tonight. And I thought Kawhi in the first quarter was getting loaded up on, again, packing the paint. And he was doing that. He was being like when I criticized LeBron for, he just kind of waits and like they're half-ass doubling him, just loading up, and he doesn't attack the gaps. He doesn't go right into it and just try to isolate one-on-one. Sure, you're going to have a congested area you're going into, but again, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, all the 80s, all those mid-range specialists, they had to deal with that. So Kawhi needs to just be aggressive, and he started doing that later in the game, but in the first quarter, no dice. Our shooting was poor. Zubac was missing layups. And this is one thing I have a big problem with Paul George. I have some, I can give him a slightly of a pass because he just came back again. But the problem I have with Paul is he tries to get going by shooting threes way too much. Like, to start a game, I forget who was saying, I think it was Ray Allen, actually. I was just listening to Ray Allen a couple days ago. And Ray Allen said that, I was a 3-point specialist. But one thing I did to get myself going is a lot of guys these days just come out and start shooting threes. You get a basket around the rim, a mid-range, free throws, and then you get a feel of the ball, of the basket, of hitting shots. You see the ball go in, your threes will go in. Paul George shoots the first 2 shots, threes. He starts getting cold. He struggled with his jumper all night, and the Nuggets were up on us 31-20 after 1. I thought Jokic did a really good job in the first quarter, even though his shooting numbers won't look very good. I just thought he did a good job of causing problems, and, whether it be rolling, screen setting, just wherever he is, you've got to be wary of him, and that causes problems. So 11-point lead after the first. Second quarter, though, I thought the Clippers were better. I thought Paul George was a lot better. He was going to the basket a lot more. So one thing I loved about that was, and he was getting some foul calls. So I like to see that. And I think that was when we were at our best. And then we had a really good opportunity to get the game within 5-4, because Batum and Terrence came in and the defense just went up like this. Because Batum gets his hands in the passing lanes. He communicates. As I say, what you're going to get from Nick. And what you're going to get from Terrence. But we had an opportunity to make it like a 7-point game. And Paul George, again, I talked about this in Is the NBA Getting Better and Better about the finishing ability of Kawhi and Paul at times. I don't care what the stats say. They're just not good enough, in my opinion, for how good they are. Paul George missing a point-blank layup, and we come back and pay for it on the other end with an and one. Just like that, that blew a chance for us to really get the game within single digits at the half. We blew that opportunity, so we went into the half down 62-49. And, you got to give the Nuggets credit. Their defense was good. I thought Will Barton was really good. He finished with 19 points on 7 of 14 from the field and 3 of 6 from 3. And I thought because we were missing shots, and by the way, Reggie Jackson, Nick Batum, Paul George, all 3 of them, and Senior, all 4 of them took too many quick threes early in the shot clock with like 10 in the shot clock. Kawhi was taking too long to swing the ball sometimes, again, just like last game. The Nuggets want to pack the paint. You got to make them move. They try to zone up and stuff. You got to make them move. Move the ball quick. We take too long to pass. It's very frustrating. And I think hopefully, Rondo can be a ball stopper sometimes too because he dribbles a lot. But he's smart, though. He knows what to do. You got to move that bitch. Move the ball. And we struggled to do that tonight. And the Nuggets, you have to give the Nuggets credit, though. They have a lot of length. I mean, you got MPJ out there. You got Aaron Gordon out there. Jamal Murray actually has decently long arms. And so they do a good job of covering ground. But we needed to move the ball quicker, especially that hedge and recover. Sometimes they do a good job of taking away the initial pass, which is exactly how older teams used to defend that pick and rolls. But Kawhi can be a little better with his passing, a little crisper. Everybody can. Terrence as well. But, in the third quarter, I thought we responded a lot better on defense. But Kawhi started taking over that game, in the third quarter. He started to do exactly what I just said he wasn't doing in the first half and what's funny? It wasn't even on Jamal Murray he was working in the mid-post. He was getting against Aaron Gordon. And they were loading up all that bullshit, and he was showing you what Michael Jordan, Kobe's used to do. Just isolate it one-on-one best you can. You may have a guy come over and get a little contest. Just get in your spots. Keep working. You're going to have to go towards the basket. That's one thing Jokic does. He goes towards the basket. And because Zoo got in foul trouble, we struggled at the end of that second quarter when Mook was at the 5. And something that Mook did today that really pissed me off was 2 or 3 times we had those little slap fouls around the basket when guys are basically going to make a layup. And this is what I was told by my uncle when I was growing up, you either foul hard enough for them not to score or you let them score. Okay, there's no ticky-tack slaps. These are professionals. They're going to make you pay. We got paid on 3 or 4 of those tonight, which is very unacceptable in my opinion. Just such avoidable mistakes. And then the third quarter, Kawhi was getting us back in it. He had a real pep in his step. And, again, though, we had an opportunity. We were down by like 7 points. Paul George, Reggie Jackson, who I thought was poor, not knocking down shots. Marcus Morris Sr., 2 of 6 from 3 tonight, 2 of 9 overall. Not a very good game from him at all. Reggie Jackson, 3 of 8 from the field and 1 of 5. Like, just quite frankly, I just think that when Rondo and Bev come back, like, even though Reggie's been great and we have a whole lot of depth, I think that he is better off just not getting many minutes because I just don't think he offers us anything distinctively positive that Kennard doesn't bring. Like, Kennard can play making pick and roll. If anything, I trust Kennard's ability to score better. And Beverly's a better as good a catch and shoot guy with better defense. Reggie has more negatives than any of the people in our rotation now that Lou's gone. So I want his minutes limited in the playoffs, to be honest, because it's just he's one of those guys that's just too contingent on making shots for me. And so anyway, because we couldn't close that gap, we were still down by 11 going into the fourth. And then Terrence Mann and Ivica Zubac really took over the game in a lot of ways. Terrence was aggressive. He kept going to the rim as he always does. Even started hitting mid-ranges and threes. Like there was one, he was isolated at the top and he hit a 3. And Zubac was killing. I mean, when Joker came out, he was, I know he missed some layups in the beginning of the game, but he was dunking. He had a huge block. I forget on who. He was able to switch out to Jamal Murray on the perimeter a couple times and get stops. He was just awesome. He was keeping balls alive. I thought in that stretch and then there was an offensive rebound. He kicked it out to Paul George and he hit a 3. So we got it back down to around 5, around 3. And then for whatever reason, again, Kawhi came back in, missing chippies. Paul George missing dunks. And then Jamal Murray making shots late again, just like we saw in the glorified summer league. Jamal Murray is really a big shot maker, it seems. That's, I guess, part of his DNA. And, at the end of the day, I thought we did a good job on Joker for the most part, but I do think that he still carved us apart in so many ways. And I think that Joker's stat line of 14 points, 7 boards, and 7 assists, and 6 of 16 is so not indicative of how well he actually played. I think he actually got so much, he was able to just the threat of him. Like, for example, like when you throw two people at Jamal Murray on pick and rolls, you need to throw a body on Joker for that rebound. And that's something that we started doing better as the game went on. I just don't think we took our opportunities. Like, I just don't think in the first half, we just didn't play well. Like, we just didn't swing the ball quick enough. Paul George is trying too hard. Like, his jumpers just didn't fall. We just missed a lot of good looks at the end of the day as well. And I know that gets redundant at times to say, but I really think you got to also look at the Nuggets were fully healthy. They're in rhythm. Paul George and Marcus Morris Sr. just came back, especially Paul George. And we don't have Patrick Beverley, who's one of our best defenders and also spot-up shooters. And Ibaka, who really hurts that hedge and recover strategy that makes the Nuggets so good and gives Kawhi so much more space to operate. Because a lot of times it was very clogged tonight. And Kawhi had 24 points, but he had to work hard for those 24 points. And I saw when he was going off in the third quarter, and that's something I saw somebody tweet about. We didn't go back to Kawhi when he was taking over the game in the third, late in the game. He didn't touch the ball the last 4 minutes. So I just don't think that we should have gone to him more. I think we were like fearful of him getting fatigued, and he still got fatigued. You know what I mean? Like, the truth is about Kawhi is that he doesn't have great conditioning. Like, I don't know if he's too heavy or it's just a knee. He's not the most, he ain't Havlicek. Let's put it that way in terms of endurance. Not even close to it. He needs a little bit, like, he's not like, he's a dude, but he's not like, I'm not sure if he's actually a Dwayne Wade kind of guy. I know he did it in 2019, but right now he gets tired. He needs a lot more assistance, like what we saw against, what team was it? Atlanta, because the bench guys spared him some time. So I'm not really that worried. He has to do a lot right now because we're thin. We don't have Ibaka. We don't have Bev. We don't have Rondo. And I think Rondo in a game like this would have really helped. So, and also, Ty Lue, Paul George on a minutes restriction. So we played Reggie in minutes that Paul would have played. And those minutes kind of killed us as well. Reggie didn't do much. So I'm really not that concerned and not tripping. Like, if I'm going to make a fuss about regular season, if I'm not going to make a fuss about regular season wins, I'm not going to make a fuss about regular season losses. I always, what do you want me to say? You guys know I don't think that we're the team that's going to win the championship. I think we have a chance, and it's a small one because we're the Clippers and no other reason. So, it's a process. We got to take it one game at a time. We're still in the 3 seed. What's unfortunate is that the Suns just keep winning and they're healthy all the time. Like Chris Paul, Mikal, Jay, Ayton, and Booker don't miss games right now. And that's huge. And that's them and the Jazz, as Asher said last night, is the reason why they're so, in front of everybody. But, I think we're going to be fine. It's a tough game. We just got to move on to the next. I don't know who we're playing. I don't really care. It's all about just getting healthy. That's the thing. Staying on the court, too. Staying on the court. It's time to play through a little bit of pain. This is the home stretch. We got around 25 games left, so let's look at the lines tonight. Aaron Gordon, by the way, his shooting is just awful. Like, his jumper, his free throw, 1 of 4, three-pointer, 1 of 4. All shots are around the rim. Like, his shooting looks bad, but his defense was good. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Will Barton had a very good game. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 14 from the field, and 3 of 6 from 3. So you look at it this way. The Nuggets, 13 of 25 from 3. They shot very efficiently. Clippers, 10 of 34. Too many of them and less made. So you got to give the Nuggets players like the Will Bartons credit. 3 of 6. MPJ, 20 points, 7-11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. And then Jamal Murray at the end. And, honestly, I honestly think that the Nuggets should get Murray going more. Yeah. We need to see Jamal. I think Jamal Murray can get going more throughout the course of a game because he's such a good player and he literally can get you a good shot every time. He's so dynamic that I think that sometimes they go away from him too much. And, because they play through Jokic so much, I think they should balance it a little better. Other than that, though, let's see. The bench for the nobody from the Nuggets bench really stood out to me. The starters all played 32 plus minutes, actually. Clippers, though, Kawhi, I thought he was our best player tonight. 24, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 10 of 22 from the field and 2 of 4 from 3. He didn't do a good enough job closing the game, though. Missed chippies around the rim at the end. Only one, though, that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe 2. There was one little jump hook that he missed. It was very frustrating, but I thought the looks he was getting were good. Usually he takes very, very tough shots at the end of games, and I think he got better looks tonight. I think he just didn't get much assistance from his co-star, and that's becoming a little too much of a theme. But at the same time, it's like, when Paul George is staying on the court, getting a run of games, he's been a lot better this season. I'm not here to predict what's going to happen in the playoffs. Like, I don't care. It's too far down the line. And again, I don't expect anything. If you guys want me to scream and yell and get so mad at the Clippers, no, I told you last year killed all my, I have no, I don't give a fuck anymore. What happens. We grow the channel. You feel me? I don't give a shit. It's funny because when they lose, more you cocksuckers come in here. So anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. It's not a big deal. We're going to be fine. Go back next game. We just need health. Paul George needs to get back in rhythm and stay his ass on the court. Play through a little pain. As Shaq says, put some icy hot on that thing. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Peace out. 8 minutes short. We're going to go to the live subscribers for the next 8 minutes and no longer because I don't want to put up with some of you guys. Peace. Well, guys, that showing some love since Clippers fan don't. Shaking my head. You're a good guy, Don. Thank you, Gerson. I appreciate you, caballero. Jonathan, here's my thing. I'm going to be happy when we win, but why should I get so mad when we lose? Are you making money? Are you making money off of the Lakers winning? Do you get any money off of it? Do we get any money or are we still staying in our houses? What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? Seriously. I'm not going to let grown men that don't give a fuck about me, and I learned that the hard way when they didn't give a fuck in Game 7 last year, affect my happiness that much anymore. I've done it for 22 years. I can't do it anymore. So, yeah, of course I'm going to be happy when we win. And I'm going to be disappointed. I'm not like I'm totally fine right now. Of course I'm a little pissed, but I'm not going to just go crazy about it. So that's it. Thank you, Marty Dizon. I've never recognized you. Why didn't I stream after the Clippers lost to the Magic? Because I didn't feel like it and they didn't deserve it. That's why. You guys need Rondo ASAP. We don't need Rondo ASAP. We can still win games if we have the other guys in the regular season. We need Rondo in the playoffs. Rondo in the regular season is not good. Not since he left Boston, guys. This is true. No. We need to figure out ways to win without Rondo. We can't just rely on Rondo. He's old. He's going to help. But I told you, he's not going to be the one that pushes us over the top. That's Kawhi and Paul. What's up, Max? Does Cousins make the playoff rotation? I honestly think we should use him just because we can dump him down low sometimes. Zubac sometimes, he can't score down low and well enough sometimes. You bet $5K the Lakers win the chip? Well, I hope you lose $5,000, Joe Ali. Yes, Braun gives me $10 Apple Pay. Well, in your mind, that's great. Jay Love, I disagree with where they're supposed to be. I think we should be the 2nd seed, but because Phoenix hasn't been as injured as us, I guess you can say you're right. I don't know if we need Cousins to play more than 15 minutes a game, but it would be nice to give him some spot minutes. Let's see what we got. I see you in the chat, Ash. Curry is loyal to Golden State. Yeah, I've seen those rumors. LeBron, by the way, guys, so please keep trying to tell me that, please trying to say, why do you hate LeBron? Why do you do this? If he's recruiting Curry, if that's true, and why are you questioning me why I don't like him? That's not how I was raised, bro. That is bullshit. If he's actually trying, I'm not going to say he's doing it or not, because I'm not going to just take Brian Windhorst's words to the bank. But if he's doing that, he has no competitive bone in his body, and you can never get sympathy from me. I want him to fail, because that's pathetic, bro. That's fucking pathetic. That's like literally putting all the big kids on your team into pick up playgrounds and letting all the little kids play and say, oh, how can you beat us? No, bro, come on. Get out of here. Man, look at Michael George with another very intelligent comment. He just doesn't miss, does he? Who do I think is the best passer in the league? I think Chris is the best passer in the league. He has the best passing mechanics, and it's shown by how little he turns the ball over. But I think that LeBron and Harden are fantastic as well passing the ball. And Rondo. Rondo, too. I agree, Omar. You're right. We do need to build chemistry with Rondo. He does need 10-plus games. I do agree. He needs to get back on the court. You're right. Maybe you're right. I was wrong. We do need him back ASAP just for the chemistry. Not because it's going to make or break regular season wins, though. What's up, Raid? What is up? Jonathan, once again, I'm going to tell you this one time, or I'm going to time you out. Don't come at me with Skip said this, Shannon said this, Nick Wrong said this. I literally have made my channel so far. I'm telling you guys not to listen to them. That all what they say is for views and clicks, bro. So if you're trying to come at me with that shit, no, we talk hoops here. We don't talk narratives, okay? So don't give me that Skip shit, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. You're right, J Love. I do think the Lakers should win the championship, and I still am not going to waver on my picks. Need reps with Rondo before playoffs. I agree. Yo, I never timeout, Andrew M. I said I'm bringing back Kawhi Leonard for one game, and I never said I lost. First of all, don't put words in my mouth. My subscribers, do not put words in my mouth. You lost your clutch gene? Go find the video of that and send it to me, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care if you're a subscriber, Andrew. I might fuck with you, but I'm gonna come at you with like that. Don't put words in my mouth. Okay, I remember. Don't worry, I'll remember everything I say. You trust me. I have the best memory of anybody you motherfuckers have met. So I'm going to. I'll remember anything. So I remember what I say. Oh look, it's Anis Lazib, the Virgin. Cousins is greater than Zoo. I don't know about that. Cousins, I answered the question. You know, I think that he can be thrown the ball into sometimes. Who's the last team you want to see in the first round? I guess the Lakers, right? I'd say the Lakers are the last team I want to see in the first round. Jamal Murray is greater than Paul George. Let's give it one more postseason before we start making claims like that. Okay, because Paul George is having a better season when he's played this season. Let's just give him one. The bubble, they can get us in the bubble, but by that logic, then Jokic is better than Kawhi. So he needs to do it 2 years in a row because Kawhi still got that Finals MVP. If Jokic outplays Kawhi in this playoffs, I'm ready to say he's better than him because his impact of the game is just crazy because it's a big man with skill. That's what you guys don't underestimate. Kawhi is 6'7", but when you got a 7-footer with skill, a la Hakeem, it's tough, man. He's big, bro. He can operate around the rim. Bully fools. KD got Kyrie and Harden. That's 3 stars. And first of all, Kevin Durant, who said I respected what he does? Kevin Durant's even worse. He just learned from Braun, though. He set the tone. Remember, who want to be competitive? In the beginning, he was competitive, but KD said it himself. The decade changed, he changed. That doesn't make it right. You're acting like KD is like I'm going to play defense for him. No, they're all soft, bro. What are you talking about? Curry is a real one. Jimmy Butler's a real one. Damian Lillard's a real one. Kawhi wanted to be competitive. And, dude, he took a leap of faith bringing Paul George over on this side. He should have just rolled it out with Shea. But honestly, no, Paul George is still better than Shea right now. But Kawhi, if he wanted to be smart, he should have just stayed in Toronto. I always said that. But I'm happy he came, of course. Again, stop asking me about Kevin Durant, dude. What? You think he's the barometer? Like, you think I'm going to have sympathy for him? Come on, bro. He ruined the league. Hey, but I'll tell you this about Windhorst, though. He loves LeBron. He's all around Bron. Like, he's broken stuff about him before. Like, he was all over the return to Cleveland thing. The article, when Windhorst recruit, like when he went out to Philadelphia to court Kawhi. But, I'm not going to take it for 100%. Yeah, but let me ask you this, Michael George. Does KD and Kawhi, just those two, is that unfair to you? Is that anything like, think about it this way, dude. D Wade in 2010 was, and I am not even calling LeBron, like, I'm not even saying like that was like, it wasn't the hardest way out, but it wasn't like a guaranteed ring or anything like that. But, D Wade was like a top 5 player actually, he was definitely a top 5 player at the time the move was made. So like, do you think KD and Kawhi just by themselves is unfair? Because I don't know. I don't think it is. No, but he wanted one, not a big 3 though. 1 star. 1 star. I don't get on LeBron for that 1 star. I'm not mad at LeBron for getting AD, but the thing is that they just did it in the middle of the season, gutted the team, just ruined the chemistry, just sent them for a tipsy-turvy wave. But No, I don't get mad. I mean, 1 star is acceptable. Is acceptable. I'm fine with the recruiting for 1 star. Yes. Okay. You guys are so soft about Jonathan about Kevin Durant, like acting like he's supposed to be like the barometer of coolness. Yeah, Kate, you guys love you LeBron fans love deflect LeBron slash Laker fans. You love deflecting the blame on KD. They're both whack. They're both whack. With Rondo, who loses minutes, I'm thinking it's going to be Reggie Jackson and probably Kennard. No, Jonathan. Oh, okay, I'm just not gonna respond because we weren't talking about their show. We were talking about Nick Wrong saying something about college basketball. Okay, Moises, I'm gonna check that game out later. You said Oladipo didn't shoot the ball well, but defensively he's on point. Again, Andrew M. Here you go. You think I can? First of all, you don't think I know Kobe's career? He didn't, bro. Send me the article of a heavy recruit to Dirk Nowitzki. Besides saying, hey, when he didn't have Pau, this was in the non-Pau Gasol period. First of all, Melo, I've never heard that one before, but play with us. However, that it's like to me, it's like that. Dirk is not leaving Dallas, bro. It's like people trying to recruit Steph. But right now, the only reason I said that was uncompetitive is because he has AD right now. But Kobe, that was only without Gasol. He doesn't look for no 3rd star. He just wants that one guy. Similar to Kawhi. But Kobe didn't. Kawhi really blackmailed the Clippers in a way. But no, Kobe's very. First of all, don't try that. You think you can debunk me with that? Relax. I do like to. First of all, I don't like all my subscribers. You like me, like to listen to what I say. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't even know some of you guys. So, yeah, Kobe did that when his team was in the gutter, bro. Like, don't try to make it. Come on, man. Don't come at my boy Kobe like that. Where's his excuse now? Kobe don't make fucking excuses, dog. And you're a Raptors fan? I got 2 words for you. 81. Okay. Thank you, Andrew M. Um, I said, did he lose your clutch gene? Not you've lost it. There's a difference. I asked a question, which means he has to show me in the playoffs. Um, Joker is a unicorn. I mean, he's definitely special. He's definitely special. But I mean, there have been like Sabonis and Bill Walton have some similarities. I heard Aldridge look nice today. I saw some clips actually. He's a maniac, maniac. How is Jimmy real from bouncing from team to team? Okay, okay, here we go. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler then. Bouncing from team to team. He never wanted to leave Chicago. They put the back. They traded him, then rebuilt out of nowhere. He didn't want to leave Chicago. Of course, I think there was some, you know, nothing. I think there was some problems, but nothing crazy. Nothing to you got to trading Jimmy Butler. And then, dude, the Timberwolves, okay, he forced his way out and did all that stuff. But honestly, bro, I don't blame him. Look at the Timberwolves organization. And then the Sixers, Brett Brown was ass. We saw it. Brett Brown was ass. They weren't even giving them the ball. So to me, Jimmy has had 2 ideal situations, Chicago and Miami. He didn't want to leave either. And, I bet you he's going to stay in Miami for a long time now because he found an organization that, respects him and meets his, both ways. Yes, thank you. Some of my subscribers are smart. They know that Jimmy Butler's not like, come on, guys, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Brent Ryan Windhorst loves LeBron. No, Philly was a contender, but look at the way they used Ben Simmons, guys. Brett Brown was stupid. You're seeing how you're seeing that. Yo, SW, why are you coming at my boy Maniac Lane? What's he done to you? Come on, SW, you're not one of those Laker trolls. You're the Purple Hearts guys. Well, Cat and Wiggins are soft, especially Cat. As much as I like him, but the 2018 playoffs said it all. All right, Sun Legend. You can ignore context with Jimmy Butler and just say he's bounced around, but he didn't ask to be traded from Chicago. He didn't ask to be traded. And first of all, when he was a free agent, he has the right to pick wherever he wanted to go. And he went to Miami, who was literally like not that good. Did they even make the playoffs before he was there? They didn't make the playoffs, did they, in 2019? I don't even think they made the playoffs. That was D-Wade's last year. Yeah, they didn't even make it. That's crazy. They went to the finals. Beluga. I will not because of the fans. I've seen so much. I know, guys, I've seen so much LeBron. And here's the thing. All his footage is going to be there when it's retired. Like, he's in the internet era. So he has all the footage. I mean, yes, it'll be nostalgic. I'll be sad, but not really. I'm so done with these Brown sections. They need to get the fuck out of here. And it would be nice to not just hear the same conversation all the time. If LeBron does this, is he this? No. It'd be nice, let's get some change here. LeBron's been here for a long time. He's killed it. I know I've seen more LeBron James than any player in NBA history. Like, I know his career, again, like the back of my hand. I could recite to you every single series he's played and how many games it's gone off the top of my head. Every single year he's added things to his game, all this shit. I can tell you everything. So, and yeah. Go Dodgers, go Clippers, go Rams. I corrected you, Gerson. I do, Andrew M. That's the funny part. I do think Kobe would decline a third star just to keep the league competitive. It depends on who the third star is. Kobe likes 2 stars and a group around him. That's what he likes. I do think that because Kobe's built like that. That was his MO. He loved playing against the best players. You had to be here. He loved it. I'm not saying Jimmy's super loyal. I'm saying he's a real one, though. He hasn't chased the easy way out. If he had to, he would have came to the Clippers with Kawhi if he wanted to. That's why I was shocked. I was like, does he want to win a ring? But he went to Miami and he went to the championship. So, like, I can't hate on that. Kawhi was not carried on the Spurs. They just had a great team. Maybe Sun Legend, but he didn't like that. SW, I'm gonna hide you from the chat because of that comment you made. How'd your Angels do tonight? Who the fuck is an Angels fan here, bruh? I'm in LA. I'll pull up on your ass. Are you from LA? Are you from LA? I'll pull up on you because this is Dodger Town, son. Ain't no Angel Town. Get out of here. You're getting timed out for that comment. Oh, no, fuck. I timed out Mr. Zeke on accident. My bad, Mr. Zeke. There we go. Oh, my God. Look at these haters, bro. Kawhi wasn't the reason they won. There was no one person that was the reason that they won. But Kawhi definitely deserved that finals MVP, bro. Raid. Because the media, you can blame the media and the fans for making it toxic. That's it. That's why. Because the media and fans don't. And first of all, I don't know, man. I have a everybody's different. Let's put it that way. I'm just not going to go into it. I mean, after Kobe and Tim Duncan retired, like, Chris Paul will be the last one I get emotional about. Let's put it that way. And LeBron too. Kevin Durant, cool. Sensitive ass. His highlights will always be on YouTube. His games will always be on YouTube. I'm not tripping. Like, thank you, Claudio. What are you talking about, Jonathan Body? I'm not talking about kid Sabonis. I'm talking about his dad. Bro, if Sabonis, the dad, was in the NBA in his prime, he would have been a beast, bro. That Blazers team was about to beat the Lakers. Come on, fam. Don't be stupid. Not DeMontis, the big man, Arvydas Sabonis. Come on. Good job, SW. Kobe is forever. Great question. How do I feel about the buyout markets and people think it's not fair for small markets? I actually think it, as a guy that supports a big market team, I think it is unfair for big markets. I mean, for small markets, because they just run to contenders. Like it's kind of whack. They could do. I agree with people that say they got to do something about it. There we go. Thank you, Jonathan Body. What are my thoughts on the team overall during the season and its direction? If the direction is good, we just got to stay healthy. Simple as that. Sun Legend, it's not an excuse when it's a fact that the players were soft. What are you talking about? Nah, I mean, I just don't agree with arguably the great. I don't agree with that. I agree with if you don't know the game, it's arguable. That's what I agree with. I don't think you can miss him. I don't miss what has happened to the league in the last 10 years. I don't. I hate the 2010s NBA. You know, right after LeBron went to Miami, there was a couple good years after that, and then all went to shit. So, no, it's painful. I hate it. I hate the media marketing. I hate the constant, ever after 2016, how arrogant he's gotten and the GOAT debates being shoved every second. It's ass, bro. I don't fuck with this shit at all. It's terrible. The worst the NBA's ever been for me. This season's been a pathetic excuse for a season. Every single night there's stars out of the game. So, no. Not for me. Andrew M., I feel you. They're going to do it, but hopefully with all those guys, everyone's going to laugh until they actually prove themselves. And then I can go back to, and I can defend LeBron if people start disrespecting him, disrespecting history. Once you retire to me, I'm on your side. Because then they're not going to, we'll see. I feel like Clutch has a bunch of shit LeBron post-retirement to convince people everybody's the GOAT. Gab's story. I'm not answering that question. If LeBron repeats and went to the Clippers, no. I feel right. Good for you, bro. I'm not gonna. I missed Kevin Garnett, Dirk, the stars of my youth. I'm too old now. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, I've seen them since the beginning. Like they're cool. Like I just don't fuck with any of them, to be honest. Like they're all just homies. CP3 for sure. Russ, Melo. I guess. Actually, no. You named some good ones there. I'll give it to you. You named some good ones, but I ain't losing sleep. Sun Legend. Again, you need to look up why that trade was vetoed. It was a different time, different owners. The league owned the team. I don't know. Of course, I'm an LA Kings fan. Who's a bigger threat to the Clippers in the playoffs? Good question. Jazz or Nuggets? I think the Jazz. I just think the Jazz just they've been so good this season. KD is greater than Kawhi. Good argument. I don't know. I don't think so anymore. Just because he's soft. Jonathan Viagran. We're talking about passing bigs, bro. Oh my god. Y'all are stupid. Is Adam Silver a worse commissioner than Stern? He's a way worse commissioner. He's ruined the league. Dude, he was good. He fired Sterling. That was the best thing he did. Blackball Sterling. Ever since then, it's been a joke. He's loosened up the league with the freedom of movement rules. The NBA national television stuff is going crazy. The rules of the game are soft. He's letting players just sit under his watch. All the super team shit is happening around him. Like they're changing it to 10 teams. I don't know how much I like to play in. He's terrible, bro. Adam Silver's a cupcake, bro. He needs to get the fuck out. He suspended Draymond Green in the finals. That was weak. He's just weak, bro. He's weak. I'm not a Chris Paul sexual, bro. I hold Chris Paul accountable all the time, J Love. I'm not a nobody sexual. Yes, I do think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series again. Plus minus is not always indicative of who plays well. Asim Dig Dagley. He wasn't great. He was pretty good. If you watch the game, he was carrying us for stretches. Do I think KD fucked up the Warriors and Cavs rivalry? I don't really think there was a real rivalry. I think that it was I don't know. I don't think there's like it's not a real rivalry to me. It was okay. I guess so. You can say so. Yes, because it made it one sided. No, you can't make the argument. That's what Gen Z bots say. Pierce and Garnett. Oh my goodness. Garnett and Allen were traded for. The Celtics gave up a haul for them. And they were the worst team in the NBA. And Garnett had stuck it out in over a decade in Minnesota. And Ray Allen, they were about to be relocated to Seattle. And they were at the end of their primes. And if anything, Ray Allen was kind of past his prime when he joined up there. They had 1 year left of their primes, if anything. And then Garnett got hurt in 09, and then the rest is history. So no, they didn't just collude together. Stop. Sure, Aid. Whatever you say. I agree with you. Yeah, Pierce is a legend, but he does have some bad takes. I agree. A lot of players that are like don't watch all the time do, because anybody that doesn't watch all the time and is really paying attention. Yeah. I don't know, SW. Yeah, I miss David Stern too. Rest in peace. No, I'm not gonna chill on Adam Silver. He's a bitch. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I like the social justice stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love the social justice stuff, and I think that that's great. But Adam Silver lets the players just have to completely like I understand player empowerment, but the players have completely walked all over these organizations. Harden, Paul George forced his way out of Oklahoma City, Kawhi blackballing us like that. It's way crazy. Look, like LeBron just gets whatever he wants. It's wild. Yo, Johnny Arnett, I guess he's a really knowledgeable basketball fan, because I actually think that's going to be my top 5 when it's all said and done. I think that's going to be my top 5. That's a really good. That's it. That's really good knowledge right there from him. Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Magic, Isaiah, and Curry. Yeah, that's really good. I think Frazier can be argued in that discussion as well. He's a beast. Let's see. Yes, they were. You can't change history, Jonathan Villagrán. They were completely at the end of their primes. You're wrong if you think otherwise. It's a fact. It's a fact they were at the end of their primes. Come on, bruh. Are you changing the narrative? Oh my God, LeBron hater. For reasons. It doesn't cloud my judgment of him. I'm just not soft anymore. I was the biggest. All you guys that have the angles of LeBron, you understand I thought what you think. I know every argument you can make. Every single one, and I see it. I just think it's wrong. I've grown. I'm not soft anymore, bro. I know what this game's about. I know what life's about, bro. That's just about confidence. That's just about how much you want to fucking do it. How hard you're willing to push yourself. All these motherfuckers that take the easy way out like that, no. No. Nah. Bronze enemy. Jesus Christ. I said, oh my God, why do you guys, Austin House, you guys are such dumbasses. How many times are you going to ask the same question? I said LeBron's the best player in the league like a fucking 100 times in this show. Jesus Christ. I'm out of here, guys. You guys are getting ridiculous. Yeah, the synonym for realist is LeBron hater. Thank you, Gabe. We're going to have your ass on the podcast soon. No, because here's the thing, right? Let me tell you something, actually. Let me get real for a second. LeBron was actually, the reason why I actually started liking LeBron, like he became my favorite player as a kid, is because he was very humble in the beginning. Like he would always be like, you know, I'm just trying to help the team. Like, I just want my guys to play great. My guys, I'm nothing without my guys. Like, he was so, like, even in Miami, if you go listen to him talk in Miami, besides the 2011 stuff, if you listen to him talk, even after he won one ring, there's this humbleness about him. Like, he has more to prove. After 2016, he started getting really high on his horse about that GOAT shit. And he's been doing very uncharacteristic things. Like he calls out players in the media. He constantly feels the need to prop himself up. He's reposting his own stats constantly. Not even when he breaks a record. Like just a normal night, he just reposts everything and like some cheesy caption and like does very attention-seeking things. Like it's like he really wants to convince everybody he's the GOAT. It's like, bro, everyone's going to have different opinions. Like, for example, I need my respect too. Respect from who? Skip Bayless? Like, what was another one? Posting on Instagram. They're going to make some new criteria than everybody's ever done in the history of the game. I mean, he clearly cares so much everybody thinks of him. And I think that's part of the reason why he went to Cleveland. So the reason why is because he's gone so arrogant to me. Like I used to think Kobe was very arrogant. Now LeBron is 10 times that. Like he's so full of it now. Everything is just very cringe. He used to be very humble. Like I really respected that about him. I understand that happens when you become good. I understand. But I think he's just so much. Like he's so full of it to me. No, not 18 years old LeBron. I'm talking about 27-year-old LeBron. Like, he was still pretty humble too. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know if those Celtics in their prime would have beaten LeBron's Heat personally. Yeah, no, Bron is very cringe. He's not still pretty humble. SW, he reposts his own stats. He called himself the GOAT. He said he had the 2 toughest playoff runs in. No, I can't. Oh, I can't debate it. Let's debate it. Let's debate it, motherfucker. Let's debate it. Oh yeah, he's better than Kareem. He's better than Kareem. 6 rings, 6 MVPs, 20 years played, the most points ever, the most unstoppable shot ever. Dagger post game, great passer. So I can make the argument there too. Anyway, it's not talking bad, guys. Jesus. I can't say, I mean, bro, reposting. First of all, when you repost your own stats, I've never seen anybody do it like that, to that extent. Like, and he'll be like, oh, wow. Like, he's funny, bro. And like that Spurs graphic, like he posted it, made a real post on Instagram about it. That shit's hilarious to me. Come on, y'all. I like the one time I say he was airy, but I like what he said was when in the finals, he's like, because I'm the best player in the world. That's why I'm confident. That was a good answer. That's just showing confidence because that's a fact. He was the best player in the world. That GOAT shit, that I need my respect, all this stuff, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, he's funny, though. He's funny. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Peace out.